Congratulations once again on your big win. Are you ready to receive another installment of your grand prize? Hi, my name's Chris Verhey, and I hope you're as excited as I am, because what you're going to receive today is the most cherished of all prizes, a reliable weekly income now and forevermore. And you're going to have a blast doing it. The truth is, this is a red letter day for both of us. For you, because you'll never need to worry about money again, and for me, it's a day of extreme pride and gratification. As you may recall from video 1, for years homeschool advocate Ray Perry asked me to design a trading course that would allow parents with very little capital to earn a good income while staying home with their children. And with weekly options providing the perfect vehicle, I was happy to oblige. After you'll watch this video, if you haven't seen video 1, I hope you'll follow the link on this page and learn all about the 6 profit-driving advantages unique to weekly options, because that's really at the heart of it all. So anyway, I'm happy to say that trading course I developed at Perry's request did in fact give stay-at-home moms and dads a chance to live the lifestyle of their dreams. So naturally they told all their friends and family about it, and over $1 million worth of courses were sold. Before long, the instant success of so many beginning traders caught the eye of several prominent brokers, which created a buzz in the financial community, and that's what brought us here together today. I feel extremely honored that so many of the most respected leaders in the arena of financial newsletters have joined forces. So you too can win, starting right now.
I've taken quite a few courses, and I've not seen anyone with Chris's ability to make the path to winning so obvious. He's just so clever. He has this one trade that works particularly well with Goldman Sachs, because their price bounces up and down $1 or $2 every day. So all you do is, when the market opens on expiration Friday, and the options are really cheap, you buy the put or call that's nearest the stock price, and then you just sit and wait. Because the stock's so volatile, you know the price is likely to cross the strike price sometime during the day, and when it does, your option will go from 25 cents to $1 or more. It happens time and time again. And there you are. You've made 4 times your money. So you get out. It's just that simple. All Chris's strategies are like that. The genius is in the simplicity. Well, the simplicity and the profits, that is, because the profits can be quite spectacular.
Richard's right. Win strategies are easy, and your path to winning becomes very obvious very fast. If every week you did only the one Goldman Sachs Grand Slam trade Robert talked about, you could potentially grow $3,000 to nearly $30,000 in 12 months. That's a whopping 887% return after commissions without compounding. This super simple way to turn Goldman Sachs into a virtual money machine first caught my attention. Goldman Sachs options were expiring that day, and so they had virtually no time left and no time value. It made them incredibly cheap. When the market opened, put options with a strike price of $175 were just trading at 1 cent. But that didn't last long, because Goldman Sachs stock plummeted $17. And when a stock goes down, puts go up. Right? You might not be familiar with the fact that with a put option, you can profit when the market goes down. And a put option on Goldman Sachs profited incredibly that day when Goldman Sachs dropped. Right? That particular option skyrocketed to $16.90. If you're new to options, you'll be happy to see how easy it is to tally your profits. Each option controls 100 shares of stock. Just move the decimal 2 places over and you're there. In this case, if you got out on the high of the day, you would have had a profit of $1,689 on a $1 investment. But check this out. The closing bid price was $14, so even if you didn't get out at the high of the day, you could have certainly gotten out at the close. And with an open interest of over 10,000 contracts, there were plenty to go around. So imagine if you bought 500 options instead of just one. Right? That's less than 5% of the open interest. And when you sold that 500 contracts at the closing price of $1,400, right? You know you can get that. That's $1,399 per contract. That's almost $750,000 in one day. Even Tiger Woods doesn't make that much money. Of course, that was a pretty extraordinary trade, I admit it, right? But this was an option trade that got me hooked on Goldman Sachs. So I wanted you to see it. Now let's take a close look at what a typical Friday might look like. But first, I want to remind you, before you leave this website, be sure to download your free video, How to Win the Jackpot on Las Vegas Sands. All right, How to Win the Jackpot on LVS. You'd be surprised how much in common gambling stocks like Las Vegas Sands has with banking stock Goldman Sachs. See for yourself how easy it is to stack the deck against Las Vegas Sands, then place your bet and hit the jackpot for 500, 800, 1,000% or more on LVS weekly options. When I first started trading Goldman Sachs, only about 100 stocks offered weekly options. And Goldman Sachs produced the most consistent profits every expiration Friday, hands down. So my students dubbed the moneymaker I'm about to show you the GS trade. But as you saw in video 1, with the list of stocks that offer weekly options continually growing, Fridays can now present a dozen or more chances to earn 5 or 10 times the amount of your investment, and often 1,000% or more. So now GS stands for Grand Slam, and here's how it works. To begin with, for a Grand Slam, we want a stock that exhibits wild intraday price swings. So the higher the average trading range, the better. See how I added a 50-day ATR to this daily chart for Chipotle Mexican Grill? The default is 14-day, but I find the longer time frame is smoother and more reliable. On January 10th, the 50-day ATR was $8.31, which is good, but certainly not exceptional for CMG. In fact, please notice there was nothing at all exceptional about January 10th, yet watch what happens. Your goal is to pay pennies for out-of-the-money options within the normal trading range. The opening price was $542.08, and the $550 call opened at 30 cents. Right? $550 is $8 away from the opening price, and since our normal trading range is only $8.31, we'll pass. But for 27 cents, we can get the $537.5 put, and that's only $4.50 away. We'll take it. Okay, so the market opened at 542.08 and rallied to 545.36. Then it did a complete about face and headed for our cheap out-of-the-money put option, crossing into the money several times over the course of the day. And you know what that means? When CMG crossed into the money, the price of our put soared to $2.60, giving us a potential return of 836%. Want to see another example from that same day? Tesla Motors. Right? Tesla opened at $148.46. Its average trading range was $8. They have strike prices every dollar. So take your pick. For 42 cents, you could have bought the 146 put, right? Which is just $2.46 out of the money. Or you can go $3 out of the money for 29 cents, $4 out of the money for 22 cents, or for just 16 cents you could have bought a put $5.46 away from the opening price on a stock that typically moves up and down $8 in a day. You see where I'm going with this? As you can see, over the course of the day, every single one of those cheap out-of-the-money puts ended up in the money. And when our options end up in the money, we're in the money. If you would have paid 42 cents for what seemed like a sure thing, you could have made as much as 852% return. If you would have gone for the 29 cent option, you could have earned 986%. The 22 cent option returned 936%, and that cheap little 16 cent option, you ready for this? It hit 1,000% for a grand slam. And as Jeff can tell you, your profits can become almost automatic.
I turn my computer on first thing in the morning, check my email, and then do my trading. I only watch 5 or 6 stocks, and it takes less than a half hour to set up the day's activity. Then I'm done. I prefer to put in my exit order at the same time as my entry. That way you eliminate a lot of emotional second guessing. On autopilot, you can generally get out with a profit.
Jeff learned about my win strategies at a conference for moms and dads who homeschool their children. Eager to earn a good solid income while staying at home with their 7 children, Jeff and Don signed up. And a year later, Jeff left the corporate world. What if every Friday you had a chance to make autopilot profits of 600% on Netflix, 913% on Apple, 920% on Google, 957% on Amgen, 1,082% on Amazon? How do you suppose those kind of Grand Slam profits would change your life? Or put it another way, how would you like to start with a measly $300, invest just $100 every Friday, right, and grow your $300 into over $16,000 after commissions in a year? That's over 5,000% return. And Grand Slam is just the tip of the proverbial iceberg. An ocean of wealth-building secrets become yours when you take advantage of the win plunge. And with me emailing you, you can't help but win from the first day you join, but you can't join yet. Weekly income now is not available yet, but a limited enrollment period is coming soon. And before it gets here, I'll fill you in on all the details, which is another good reason to make sure you register your best email address to receive your free video, How to Win the Jackpot on LVS. Because enrollment information will be sent to whatever email address you register to receive How to Win the Jackpot on Las Vegas Sands. And if you don't see the notice in time, you won't get in, because enrollment will only be open for a couple of days. Imagine how you'd feel if you missed your one and only chance to win instant success starting the very first day. I'd hate for you to miss out, and you'd hate it even more. So please make sure you register whatever email address you check most often. Okay, now let's take a moment to recap. Let's see what we've learned so far and see what's coming up in video 3. In video 1, you saw proof that win is scientific, methodical, virtually automatic, and true to its name, win can pay you a fantastic weekly income right now. Yet win requires almost no time, almost no effort, and almost no money to start, right? Almost no money to start. It's a win-win-win financial dream come true, made possible by the 2010 introduction of weekly options. I know they've changed my life. I hope they can change yours as well. Then in the second video, you'll learn step-by-step how to seek autopilot profits of up to 10 times your investment every single Friday, 52 times a year. And you saw with your own eyes how just one trade a week using the Grand Slam strategy you learned in this video made it possible to grow $300 to $16,500 in 12 months. Think how thrilled you'll be with jaw-dropping returns like that. And it's just the beginning. In video 3, I literally hand you the keys to greater wealth than you've ever imagined possible.
90 or 95% of all traders lose money. And the ones that make money are the ones that find this profitable little niche and do the same thing over and over again. That's what Chris is doing. He's trading weekly options which are extremely sensitive to price movements. And he looks for stocks that have volatility that will drive their price over the strike price, which increases the option value tenfold. For example, Chris said to look at MasterCard because it had fallen into a condition he calls a lit fuse. So I bought a straddle. Then I came back half an hour later to find the stock price had dropped $4 and I'd made $1,000 on a $100 option.
A highly profitable niche. I haven't thought of win like that, but I guess that's what it's all about. In this video, you learned all about the Grand Slam, and in video number 3, I'm going to show you 4 more exciting strategies, including the lit fuse Richard mentioned, so you can win every day of the week. You can even download a free 2-page checklist for guaranteed profits, and I think video 3 could be the best training session so far. So please, I implore you, make absolutely sure you register whatever email address you check most often. Because although a number of financial publishers are telling their readers about the WIN training series, they don't necessarily announce every video as soon as it's released. And they may not tell you when WIN becomes available in time for you to join, but I will. So please don't miss out. Register your best email address. Make sure you get the free video, How to Win the Jackpot on Las Vegas Sands. Scroll down and hit the Facebook like button. Everybody likes likes. Then please leave a comment. I'm going to go through and read every comment personally myself. Right? I'm going to try and respond to as many as I possibly can. So please scroll down and leave a comment. And most important of all, be sure to join me for video number 3 and learn 5 exciting WIN strategies for nonstop profits every day of the week. I promise you, this is life-changing stuff you don't want to miss. Thank you for watching today. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the WIN presentation, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. This has been Chris Verhey. Thank you for your time.